Ballistics just got a nice little buff in 4.3.1. So in this video, we're going to take a look at the Asgard with full ballistic loadout to see how it feels. Having full ballistics on the Asgard is amazing just because this ship is very power hungry, making it a little bit more efficient. So let's go see what the power setup is at the moment. So for our power, we've got full power to weapons, full power to thrusters, and we're only missing one pip in shielding. I also have one pip in cooling. We can potentially remove that, but our signature will get very high. So I'm going to keep it like this, just one pip in shield missing. I do have two power plants, that is JS 400s. So you will need to go hunt for them, but you can potentially max out everything in the ship just because you're running ballistics. For our weapons, we have 6 ballistic deadbolts at the moment here. Deadbolts is pretty decent, especially if you're going towards bigger ships. So in this video, we're going to go hunt a couple of bigger ships and see how easily we can defeat them with ballistic weapons. For our contracts, I'm going to do tactical strike. This is an ambush mission. A C2, hopefully we find some decent cargo and we can make a little bit of money along the way. Recently I bought quite a few ships, so I need a little bit of cash. Let's go see what we can find. We're at our mission location here. I'm just going to wait in the cloud for our C2. Hopefully the supporting ship isn't in Hammerhead. Sometimes you can find a Hammerhead here as well. I'm pretty sure I can't defeat one, but if we do get one, I'll definitely try. Our supporting ship is here. It is only a constellation, so not too scary. I'm just going to wait for the C2 as well. The C2 also arrived. Let's go deal with the constellation first, because it's probably our biggest threat with the turrets. We just get out of this asteroid. Here we go. We're pretty close. Let's just see if I can get into range here. Then we can fire. Let's see if the ballistics can tear this thing apart. Usually constellations are not too difficult, but our ballistics is not the fastest. The constellation is also very big though, so we should be able to hit it quite decently. Shields is already down though, almost. We got a nice little position here on it. Should be able to get it soon. We do have to reload quite a bit, and our shield is not the biggest. That was quite easy. Take a look at the C2 now. Usually the constellations don't have any cargo. C2 is not a big threat for us. They usually don't have crazy amount of damage. They just loot piñatas. I'm just gonna sit here, do some damage. We should have this pretty easily. But the ballistics can overheat quite a bit, so you do need to wait for it. The shield is almost down at the back here as well, making it very nice. Hopefully there's some decent gold on here, since I need... Oh, there we go. Let's give it a scan. So for cargo, this thing has a lot of scrap, no gold. I think the developers nerfed this mission, since recently I've been doing it over and over again and I'm not finding any gold, only a bits of scrap here and there. So I think they might have nerfed it. I did make a video on this, on how to farm a lot of money, and they might have seen it, unfortunately. But I can still take the scrap and go sell it. I have been noticing that whenever we get a decent money maker, it has been nerfed quite a bit each patch. So I think they're watching creators' videos, and each time we make something, they're nerfing it. So we need to watch out for that. Luckily, we've got a big cargo hold, so even though scrap is not crazy money, we can still fill up and make a decent amount. If that was gold, it would be crazy. The Asgard is definitely one of my favorite ships, just because you don't require that much crew to operate it. Only 2 people can use the ship, since you've got 1 turret and then a whole bunch of guns in the front for the pilot. So it's a very decent ship with a very good cargo hold. The only thing is, it's quite power hungry. So having ballistics makes quite a bit of sense for it. Let me see if I can fit all of the cargo in here somehow. My first box I'm going to place all the way to the right so that we can fill the rest here with bigger SEUs as well. I managed to fit 6 boxes in here. So very difficult, but I did manage to do it. All that I did, I placed the first one in the middle and moved it to the left and left a hole open here for the last one. So not as easy to puzzle through it, but we do have quite a bit of cargo. Let's go see how much we can get by selling this. I'm gonna sell at Grimex here. I already jumped. Let's see how much we can make. I'm gonna unload all of our boxes. Managed to make it here even though they weren't snapped to the cargo grid. Running a full ballistic loadout on the Asgard definitely makes a lot of sense. It saves so much power. Currently the ship is very power hungry, meaning you can't always fill up your thrusters or your shields. So running ballistics makes it very viable. I actually prefer it now. Ballistics doesn't have the best projectile speed, but it does provide you with some options. I would like to try the ballistics where you go with repeaters instead of cannons. That might be a little bit better. I think their speeds are 1200, so might be even a better experience. But the cannons felt very decent against bigger ships. I think smaller ships it might struggle just a little bit here and there, but it's still PvE, so not the biggest threat. Managed to load all the cargo. Let's send it down and go sell. Before we sell, let me quickly show you my build that I used here. So if you were wondering, here's the build that I used in this video. It is full deadbolts. You can also put deadbolts on your turret. It shouldn't make a difference with power. So very convenient. You can just pick up a friend. But also full rampart. These power plants, full JS400s, you will need to loot these. If you can't find them, then I'll probably go with the star burn. Here you can see it's a star burn. It's 1 power less, so you won't be able to power everything, but you can buy these. These you need to loot. And then finally, for the cooler, just 1 pip in cooling. Keep our signature from climbing, and then a Meta Quantum Drive. So here you can see my power management, full power to weapons, full power to thrusters. Shields, I have almost full power. I'm just missing 1 pip and 1 pip in cooling. If you don't care about your signature climbing, then you can probably turn off cooling and go full shields, but I don't want to get missiled, so I keep 1 pip in cooling. Now that you know the build, let's see how much money we made in total. So in total, we made about 300,000, thereabout, just a little bit over, and that was for 30 minutes of gameplay. I'm definitely switching to ballistics, at least for the Asgard, just because I saved so much power. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave it a like, and if you want to see more videos like this, consider subscribing. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.